Okay, let's see if we're on. Yes, here we are in West Asheville in the River Arch District. And right over there is the wood-fired pizza, Fresh, in Fresh West. I think we're on Depot Street, which, according to that sign, got a very bad angle from the sun here. Oh well. And then in the West Asheville River Arch District, there's all kinds of cool art installations. Right over there, there's a couple old containers, and it says "Love Your Community." That's pretty cool. And then there's also some street art right here in front of us. Some realistic street graffiti. So we're gonna go for a walk down the street here and just take a look, 360-degree view. There's a clean energy revolution right over there on that building. And we're going to continue in this direction towards the center of the River Arch District, and we'll see you down there. So we're going to film some of the art in progress that's going on here in West Asheville Art District. This guy's welding and creating some kind of a metal sculpture here in his metal shop. He's got all kinds of old pieces of metal. Not sure exactly what he's making, but it might be for construction purposes actually. Here's a beautiful art installation over here on the right. This is called, this installation is called Old Metal Storage Tanks. Okay, one thing that's cool about the River Arch District, they've got these cool street signs that tell you about how far it is to go to all the destinations. I guess the lighting is going to be a little bit better on this side. And there shows you which direction you want to walk in and what you're going to find in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 9 minutes. And then just another beautiful outside mural here on the street corner. Looks like maybe a soccer player, 2 soccer players. One of them looks like Jesus with a halo around his head. They're probably famous soccer players. And we're going to cross the street right over here in this brand new renovated crosswalk. There's an outdoor restaurant just setting up shop over there. And there's some workers working on the brand new renovated sidewalks. And then we're going to go down here. We're going to pass the Ultra Coffee Bar. And we're going to come into the heart of the River Arch District. There's a little bakery, baked goods, coffee bar, and they even have sandwiches in there. Okay, we'll see you up ahead. Okay, here we are at Odyssey Center for Ceramic Arts. They got a kind of a cool 3D relief mural outside on their building. And this is one of the places you can take classes here in West Asheville River Arch District. A lot of these studios offer classes in their mediums, including ceramic art and pottery. I guess those are both the same thing. This is actually one of the studios where I considered taking a pottery class many years ago. You can see some of the cool creations in their window. There's a rock and roll band. That might be the rock and roll band we were watching last night on the oh no, that's Kiss. There's Willie Nelson, looks like, possibly. Yeah, I think that's Willie. Yes. It even says Willie on the side of that jug. there is the back of the ceramic studio with the kiln. Probably a gas-fired kiln. I don't see any piles of wood anywhere, so those are probably gas-fired kilns. And some cool art on the side of the building over here. Some folks call it graffiti. Some say that it's urban art. You get to choose however you want to view it. For me, I think it's a kind of a nice addition to the neighborhood. It really fits in with the neighborhood, which is a bunch of old factories. As you can see, one of them here. This whole district is all a bunch of old factories that have been reclaimed and renovated into something new. Art studios, restaurants, boutiques, some more really cool artwork, art graffiti on the wall of this old factory. So for many years this area was abandoned. About 20 years ago, West Asheville River Arts District wasn't even here. It was just a bunch of old abandoned factories, and that it slowly got transformed over time. Over about 20-year period, it's grown into what it is now. But the area was abandoned largely because of the toxic environment that existed down here in this district. The factories created a lot of toxic, very nasty toxic waste. And the state and the city is still working on remediating all that toxic waste and removing a whole bunch of old soil and old storage tanks that are buried underground that are just deadly toxic materials. So that's why the area was abandoned many years ago. It was just a big cesspool of toxic waste, and it's been slowly cleaned up and reclaimed by the younger generation who have a more conscious and eco-friendly view of the future. Okay, now we're on Robert Street in the River Arts District. There's a bunch of cool little streets that shoot off in all different directions here in River Arts. They all go kind of meander and zigzag direction. And here we are at the River Arts Class Center. And right through here in the studio is a bunch of glass blowing going on. You can see the flames and the furnaces. There's a furnace that's being fired with a piece of glass right through there. And a couple of artisans. There's a woman rolling her glass right there. And now she's putting it back into the fire. Melting them down a little bit. And of course they're having their healthy Kavita Kombucha. Trying to zoom in on that Kavita Kombucha, and there's also a GT Kombucha there, which are both brands that I drink often. It looks like this might be the master glass blower over here, and he is working on a project over there on the far left. So yeah, a lot of activity going on here at the North Carolina Glass Center. Right here in the River Arts District. And here's some of the cool finished products that they sell. They've got a beautiful studio here. They also have a beautiful mural painted on the outside of their building. And the glass products are here on the stand. That's it for the glass studio. And the local artisans rolling their glass around on the tables to make them into shapes that will adorn someone's house someday. And we'll see you down at the end of Roberts Street.